Hello, I'm Dr. Erica Salazar, a Magnet Systems lead at Commonwealth Fusion Systems. It's Friday, the 24th of December, and I hope you're all having a safe, wonderful holiday season. And this is your Fusion News Update. Stories today include 1. On the brink of a new era in nuclear fusion R&D. 2. Department of Energy announces second round of fiscal year 2021 Public-Private Partnership Awards to advance fusion energy. 3. World-leading experts join UKAEA Fusion Energy Mission. 4. Breakthrough in efficient powering of high-temperature superconducting magnets. And I got a couple bonuses for you at the end. 1. On the brink of a new era in nuclear fusion R&D. This has been a great year in fusion news. This article in Nature Physics Review does a great job summarizing how the fusion industry today has demonstrated multiple factors that will accelerate the delivery of fusion energy to our grid by mid-century or earlier. These factors include the large boost in private and public investment for fusion programs, such as the recent funding rounds by Helion and Commonwealth Fusion Systems, which were highlighted in recent Fusion News updates, recent breakthroughs in technological innovation, such as NIF's peak performance back in August and Commonwealth Fusion Systems magnet technology demonstration test, and the roadmap for multiple demonstration fusion power plants and testing facilities. The Nature article also illustrates the different technological approaches between the public and private sector fusion programs, and the current development status in a pie chart shown here. For example, this chart shows how 60% of privately funded projects and only 20% of public sector projects are based on new designs alternative to the tokamak design, such as General Fusion's magnetized target fusion device design. However, private programs utilizing the tokamak designs, such as Tokamak Energy and Commonwealth Fusion Systems, are still incorporating new technology such as high-temperature superconductors to enable stronger fields and smaller device designs. Although there is great progress so far, this article also highlights the vital need to ensure global cooperation and effective regulation to ensure that this acceleration continues. The article summarizes the range of regulatory proposals of the Nuclear Regulatory Committee with the Nuclear Energy Innovation and Modernization Act in the US, and the recently published paper by the UK government, which was highlighted by my last Fusion News episode back in October. And in regards to global cooperation, the article points out how India, South Korea, and China are among the fastest rising countries in fusion energy research and development since ITER was established. This trend can be seen by their massive increase in first authorship papers presented at the IAEA Fusion Energy Conference from 2006 to 2020. With the contribution of all these factors, building a long-term, global, and sustainable fusion energy ecosystem can be achieved with accelerating speed. 2. Department of Energy announces second round of fiscal year 2021 Public-Private Partnership Awards to advance fusion energy. The U.S. Department of Energy, or DOE, announced awards for 8 projects through the Innovation Network for Fusion Energy. The program is sponsored by the Office of Fusion Energy Sciences under the DOE's Office of Science and is focused on accelerating fusion energy development through public-private research partnerships. The 1- or 2-year awards between $50,000 and $500,000 each are given to selected projects with private industry collaboration with DOE national labs to overcome challenges in fusion energy development. Amin Diallo, the Deputy Director of the InFuse program, says, "Some of these recent awards are focused on technology development, material testing, and machine learning. This focus highlights the industry's need to accelerate the development of carbon-free fusion energy on the electricity grid, one of the main objectives of COP26 United Nations Climate Change Conference." 3. World-leading experts join UKAEA Fusion Energy Mission. The UKAEA has signed £2 million framework agreements last week, which support the development of fusion energy in the UK. The frameworks enable companies to add specialists in project roles and other experts to the UKAEA research expertise towards the development of fusion energy. The first framework is a £4 million, 4-year engineering embedded resource agreement with 7 different companies which cover fusion research, power plant design, robotics, modeling, materials, and other specialist technology areas. The second framework is a £3.5 million manufacturing support services agreement for the spherical tokamak for energy production, also called the STEP program, which supports the UKAEA's plans to deliver the first prototype fusion energy power plant in the UK. The second framework supports 5 lead companies and more than 25 collaborators from industry, research, and other technical organizations until March 2024. Paula Barham, UKAEA's head of procurement, says, "Signing these 2 major framework agreements in the run-up to Christmas is a big boost for UKAEA and our partners. Joining forces with such world-class organizations brings exciting opportunities for us to team up with a wide range of experts. With this type of collaboration vital to UKAEA succeeding and positioning the UK as a leader in sustainable fusion energy." There's also an interview in Power Engineering International with Tim Bestwick, Chief Technology Officer at UKAEA, talking about commercialization of fusion in the UK and how public and private sectors should work together. We'll include a link to that below as well. 4. Breakthroughs in efficient powering of high-temperature superconducting magnets. Tokamak Energy announced last week a breakthrough design of a cryogenic power electronics technology for the high-efficiency operation of its superconducting magnets. Tokamak Energy uses high-temperature superconducting, or HTS, magnets to generate large magnetic fields to control the plasma in their spherical tokamak fusion device design. Although HTS is called high temperature, these superconducting magnets still need to operate at cryogenic temperatures. For reference, low-temperature superconducting, or LTS, magnets are limited to operating temperatures around 5 Kelvin for fusion conditions like an ITER. On the other hand, HTS has the ability of operating at elevated temperatures and with higher temperature margins with even higher magnetic field capability. At any rate, one of the primary challenges for any superconducting magnet in a fusion environment is the cryogenic cooling system, which is also one of the larger power consumption loads on a tokamak. Improving cooling efficiency will lead to overall cost reductions for future fusion power plants. The power electronics team at Tokamak Energy completed successful tests last month that demonstrated a 50% reduction in power required to cool their HTS magnets. Chris Kelsall, CEO of Tokamak Energy, says, "We have now invented a new type of cryogenic power supply based on the latest power electronics devices that is highly efficient at low temperatures. This means we have the potential to reduce cryogenic capital and running costs for HTS magnets by 50% or more. This novel approach will provide significant cost savings, contributing to the achievement of commercial fusion energy." And now I have some bonuses for you at the end. The IAEA recently held its first online webinar called Pushing for Fusion Energy: What is Happening Now? The webinar included 6 panelists from around the fusion industry to discuss the status of fusion development, the existing challenges, and how the public and private sector can collaborate to accelerate the development of fusion as a reliable and commercially viable energy source. And the Fusion Industry Association's own Andrew Holland and Dr. Melanie Windridge are among the 6 panelists. A recording of the webinar is available on YouTube. See the links in the description below for the article summary and YouTube webinar recording. Second, the U.S. Fusion Outreach Team, a grassroots organization in the fusion community aimed to reduce barriers to fusion outreach efforts, have launched a new website, usfusionenergy.org, as a centralized fusion resource for all audiences. The website contains educational information, fusion news, events, K-12 resources, and fusion jobs as well. This website is great for current and future fusioneers and scientists. Check it out. Also, FIA CEO Andrew Holland participated in an online live-streamed Al Jazeera program entitled "Will Fusion Energy Define Our Clean Energy Future?" See the link in the description to watch the replay. There are also many different news and opinion articles about fusion energy over the last few weeks that have emerged due to the recent boost in private investment funding. A list of these articles and a video from the BBC on Tokamak Energy is also listed in the description below. Well, that's all for your fusion news this week. Again, all of us here from FIA's news team wish you all a happy holidays and a happy new year. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel for more fusion news. Check out the links in the description below and for further information. So until next year.